What's the next thing in Jamil's life? What's next?
Yeah, what is on the horizon for Jamil in 2022?
I mean, honestly, it's really hard to say what that looks like, right? I want Triple Digit Flip to become, you know, the number one real estate show that's on television. My goal, and Payson, Rahima, and Laura's goal, is to deliver what other shows don't, which is like actual, how did we do
raw,
this deal?
real,
Real.
yeah,
Like, how did we find this house? And so what you're going to see more of in season 2 is pace on seller appointments, door knocking more, you know, really like more teaching moments.
What it takes.
Yeah, more teachable moments. A&E is really doing a service to us and the community by allowing us to lean into the education of it, right? Like, tell us why it makes more sense to do an addition on this house versus just leaving it as its own and renovating
it's
it
not
as
just
is.
a fun show to watch. It's actually education.
Give us a why. Teach us about it. But then also be Jamil and Pace.
Yeah.
Be Rahima and Laura. Be yourselves.
Now, for you to rank as number 1, what can they do? Can we do
So
to
right
show the
now,
love back?
I appreciate that, brother. So right now, because we're finished airing season 1, it's still available on Amazon, so you could go to
Amazon Prime?
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And you can watch the season. I think you have to buy it. It's like $20.
Okay.
Watch our first season. You'll enjoy it. It's super fun. And then when season 2 comes out, we just start filming that January 11th. So that's going to take 5 months, and then
What does that look like, by the way? Because I heard it's so
grueling.
How man, like, how long do you have to film every day?
It's a full-time job.
How long every day?
Yeah.
What does the schedule look like for you? And then for how long? Like, how many days or months or weeks? Like, what does that look like?
So realistically, it's 8 to 10 hours a day.
Holy.
Figured.
It is 5 to 6 days a week.
Wow.
And it's 5 months.
Oh.
So, okay. With that being said, I got my answer, right? With that being said, what happens to everything? What happens to everyone else and everything else?
You do it all. You have to, like, so what might happen to my life is I got really routine. I would work on Keegley stuff in the morning before I'd have to be on set. So
What
I
time
wake
do you
up
have to
super
be on
early.
set?
I usually, like, for me, they were letting me show up at like 9, 10.
Okay.
Other people would have to be there a little bit earlier. Like my sister would have to be there like 6 to 8. I'd be there, between 9 and 10 a.m. They saw me once at 6 a.m. They're like, this guy is not gonna, he's not gonna be camera ready at 6. He's too like mentally foggy still. Let him do the workouts and the sleeping and whatever he needs to do. I need 6 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah.
If without 6, I'm a mess. Right. I'm not one of those. I'm not like Pace that can just. I can't. He's a robot, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a robot. I'm still a person. So I need 6 hours, and so I, wake up at like 4:30. I do the meditation, prayer, working out, Keegley stuff, getting into all my messages, responding to the people I got to respond to, and then I'm on set. What's beautiful about where Keegley is as a business right now is it hums without me, right? It doesn't need so the only thing that I'm really involved with in Keegley right now is when I do deals. So deals still come to me from relationships that I have, and so I will still do those. So I'm still comping on set. I'm still giving buy numbers to people that I work with, like my relationships that are very sticky to me. And then I do those, I submit those into our processes, and then those become deals.
But when you're there on set, like, you're on set.
You're on set.
Like, you're not really like handling deals.
No. Like when the cameras are on, phone's off, right?
Yeah.
It's when you cut, then you can like get back into your phone for 15 or 20 minutes because they got to reset the cameras, they got to change lenses. There's things that need to happen, right? So you get these little breaks in between a day.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get long breaks in between a day, just depending on what's happening that day.
That's when you go to.
That's when you go and do your thing. So you get a lot of stuff done in between shots.
So you're multitasking.
You're multitasking. And then for my coaching, which is very important to me, I would do that when I got home. So like my coaching call.
What time would you get home?
So
like
I
6
typically
p.m.?
get home between on days that I would call Monday and Tuesday, 4 p.m. had to be my heart out. So that I could do Wholesale Hotline and my coaching call. My coaching call typically they're 4 to 6 hours long. Right? So I would do a full day of shooting, then I'd come home and I'd do a whole long ass coaching call. Like my students who are watching this right now, they'll all like attest to it and be like, this guy he's telling the truth. Like he will not leave until we all get our question answered. Yeah. Like he That's cares. Amazing. He cares, you know? So I do that. And that's it. So what happens to everything else? I do it. I feel burnt out. I feel tired. It's hard, but it's rewarding. I just have to make sure that I'm taking care of me, right? So the things that I don't negotiate on during a heavy schedule like that is what I'm eating, the hours I'm sleeping, and meditation and working out, right? So I'm not letting anybody mess with that. If you try to interject an activity or something into my life that's going to affect those things, it's not happening. Sorry, hit me in 5 months when I'm free. Right? And so like I've been off for like a month and a half. I kind of feel like, oh, I'm such a slug because I'm not like in my
You're not in your
like,
routine.
I'm waking up at like 7:30 in the morning feels like I'm an alien. You know what I mean? Like what did I do? My whole day is gone. It's 7:30. You know, I feel lazy and tired and gross because I woke up at 7:30.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to get back to waking up at 4:30
that you were.
Yeah, I like it. I've literally taken one day off since we stopped filming. And I got bored. And then I was just like, put me back on. So thankfully, I've got my road dog is Pace. Who didn't even take the day I took, right? I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's just get back into it. So then we were back on the road, traveling, promoting, doing the thing, you know?
Pace and Jamil do America.
That
whole thing.
So we like during our break from season 1, we went to visit different cities where we've got, you know, our student base and really just helping connect and glue those communities together. Our communities are what make our coaching programs very special. What we know is what we know, and it's just like what you know. Like you've got valuable information, and you do great things. But again, there's going to be people out there who know more than me about stuff, and there's people out there who are great at cold calling. For instance, like I'm not Brent Daniels. I'm not a cold calling guy, right? So you know, don't buy my coaching program to learn how to cold call. You ain't gonna get that, right? But on the other hand, we've done a really good job of our community. And our community is so meshed that like they're doing deals with each other. Like they literally, what's beautiful about Astro is that like they'll come in and then they just jump in and they start doing deals. And so like it's the ever elusive first deal that's the problem for a lot of folks, right? Like if I could just get proof of concept, and then I'd get buy-in from my family. And if I get buy-in from my family, then I would feel like I could make this happen and I could actually live this life. But it's always it's that cycle, right? Of they're really just trying to get that first deal under their belt and so that they can get their family on board. And we're always trying to solve that problem, right?
For sure.
Communities help that. And one thing that you guys have done an amazing job of too is if you go to an all-in event, you see the community is real, right? Like there's your people are they mesh. You know? And that's great.
They're like-minded. They're like-spirited.
And that's what it needs to be. Right. I think what we've done here in Arizona, especially this changing of the guard, as you might want to call it, right? Like
the new wave of gurus,
the new wave of educators. What we've done, and I love that, you know, Cody Sperber very eloquently says it. Like what you guys are doing is making this shit fun now. You guys are making this legit. Like back in his day when he was having to do it, it was all just a bunch of people stabbing each other in the back. Like
now it's like, hey, serve.
And so, you know, that he can endorse it. You see, you wouldn't have had the guys who had paved the way for us endorsing us back in the day. They hated on each other.
Yeah.
Right? Today you've got the guys who paved the way for us, folks like
Collaboration
Cody.
over competition.
They're
Well,
championing
we're
us.
speaking at Ken Clothier's
Yeah,
event.
right.
And that's a big thing.
It's a huge deal. Ed
Yeah.
Milet will be there.
Yep, the Scale Summit.
It's going to be incredible, right? And so it's going to be great to be sharing a stage with you and Pace and those juggernauts of industry. You know, it's what a fantastic opportunity for us, right?
Yep.
All these things.
Yeah. So 2022.
2022.
You're ready. You're
I'm
ready.
hoping for our ratings to continue to jump on the show. We did really well in season 1, surprisingly well for the network. Like, we weren't surprised, but they were like shocked. We have a top 100 cable TV show,
You
which
guys
is
are fun, man.
which is
like,
That's amazing.
yeah, your personality
Yeah.
alone. I mean, you know what I mean? Whether you're flipping houses or not, it'd be fun to just film you guys doing your thing. every
You're the
day.
blue
Right.
genie, bro.
because we really genuinely love each other, right? Like, it's a true relationship that they've jumped into. The true relationship between my sister and I, that's a real loving relationship. The relationship between Pace and his wife, which is a true loving family. The relationship between Pace
very
and I,
genuine.
which is a genuine, beautiful, like, best friendship. So you see these things in their actuality without the added drama that reality TV likes to interject into these things.
Yep.
We don't have fake drama.
You just get the genuine.
You just get the genuine like stuff that we actually do.
Yeah.
Drama happens because it's real estate.
Yeah.
We don't need to create it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen,
Yeah.
right? So that's refreshing.
It's
I
not
think.
like Teenage Mom.
No, nothing like that. So I'm hoping for another fantastic season on the show. I want to impact more and more people with Astros, so I'm loving Astros continuing to grow and flourish there. Keighley will continue to grow and flourish and multiply and be in different markets. Beyond that, I mean, we do plan in the next 24 months to have an IPO.
Amazing.
And so that's
For Keighley.
Keighley. And so, going public is an ordeal.
That's amazing.
And
Yeah.
we're just starting to position ourselves for that journey now. And we've got some great people in our corner helping us do that, because it's not something you can do alone.
Yep.
And so that's where we're looking, right? We're, hopefully I'll be a C-suite executive in a publicly traded company. I will have a nationally franchised operation, a hit television show. Maybe I'll lose 20 or 30 pounds.
If they let you.
If they let me. And continue to be a loving father and husband to my family, and continue to just develop amazing friendships and collaborations out in the space. And if I can continue down that path of those things, then anything else that finds its way to me that isn't in alignment with that will be met with ease. And that's my wish. That's my prayer.
Beautiful.
Well,
Wow.